Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update on location from the hotel room, Wednesday, November 13th at 10 p.m. Mountain Time. You're looking at the GFS models. And what can I say? There is snow forecast to be coming into heavy proportions in the west, starting later this week into the weekend in secondary and tertiary systems, which could bring blizzard conditions to parts of South Dakota and Nebraska by the end of November. But I want to talk about the records. Deadly Arctic blast breaks records set more than 100 years ago. The next few days aren't just going to be cold. They'll be record-breaking. Arctic blast could shatter hundreds of records as it sweeps the nation. It was literally freezing in Florida and Alabama, while parts of Maine, Michigan, and New York were digging out from a foot of snow Wednesday, and a historically early and deadly Arctic air mass gripped much of the nation. Records, some dating back more than 100 years, were toppled as the last front continued its ferocious roll for the third day. The entire state of Alabama was under freeze warning as temperatures dipped into the 20s and below, breaking records at more than 100 locations. The National Weather Service in Mobile citing the widespread significant freeze for Alabama and Florida Panhandle, urging residents to protect exposed pipes, iguanas, and other shit. In Florida, the average low temperature from November in Pensacola is 50. It was 20 degrees colder on Wednesday morning. 30 here in Pensacola, tweeted resident Robert Pooley. Hate it. That's my Keurig. Cold snap of historic proportions hits East Coast, over 300 records fall. Yeah, we bucked up. We are now subscribers to the Washington Post. The most severe early November cold snap in more than 100 years has plowed over the East Coast. Take a look at that. Departure from normal. 30 degrees below normal in Columbus. 30 degrees below normal in Lexington. Indy, Memphis, Little Rock, Baton Rouge, all 30 degrees below normal Wednesday morning. As the most severe early November cold snap in more than 100 years has plowed over the East Coast, where record low temperatures were set in the majority of population centers Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning's onslaught of low-temperature records were set from Texas to Maine. It's insane, adding more than 100 other cold records set in the Plains, Midwest, Tennessee, Ohio valleys Monday and Tuesday. Certainly was their lose day. Here's your unofficial records being broken over the last 24 hours. Insano. Look at this all the way down into Mexico. Where's my cursor? We got to finish this up. I'm pissing off the other rooms, clearly. Check out the GFS models. There will be links below. The climate crisis will profoundly affect the health of every child alive today, report says. Climate change will affect every single stage of a child's life, researchers warn. It's so unfortunate how indoctrinated and brainwashed the world is, and how stupid, well, how shallow the people are that actually write these. Fair Infran, or however you pronounce your name. Cows swept away by Hurricane Dorian found alive in North Carolina. This is an amazing story. They were washed into the ocean here at Cedar Island, and they were found at Cape Lookout National Seashore. Crazy. Who knew cows could swim in the ocean for 50 miles? The earth trembled in Saint-Louis-Lac-Changin. 3.4 of magnitude hit the Saguenay region Tuesday afternoon, which is eastern Canada. Not significant, but not on the map. USGS, not even showing it. No other quakes of note. Real quick look here for any blot echo material. We are in a 4-month deficit for a 7 magnitude or greater, which means we need 4 more. That's crazy. Worldwide volcano news update. Kluchaskov is glowing. The activity of the volcano changed 10 November 2019 when magma arrived at the summit crater during the day. This evidenced by very strong radiation observed in infrared surveillance cameras and a glow visible at night. Shivalush, remnant ash dissipating from the 33,000-foot eruption 36 hours ago. Sakurajima exploding, as well as Popa with significant explosive activity over 22,000 feet. One moderate explosion ejected incandescent fragments toward the east onto the volcano slopes, but we have footage of Saku. So enjoy it while you dab. Absolutely beautiful footage. And then there's a daytime angle. Come check it out over at Volcano YT, where if we show their footage, we typically don't get demonetized. That is certainly a boom of incandescent proportions. Atmospheric electricity influencing biogeochemical processes in the soil and sediments. Now, this paper is coming out 16th of April 2019, but what I'm bringing it up for a few reasons. First, electric universe. Second, grand solar minimum. Third, magnetic reversal. Now, the electrical processes in the subsurface represent complex electrochemical environments that contain many electroactive chemical compounds that are relevant for a wide array of biologically driven ecosystem processes. The only problem is we don't understand them, just like we don't understand telluric currents in the earth causing larger earthquakes. We're trying to understand them, which is why I'm reading this paper and sharing it with you. So go get some. Engineer finds way to pull diseases from blood using magnets. Badass. In theory, you can go after almost anything. Poisons, pathogens, viruses, bacteria, 5G, Nibiru, HARP, all that, chemtrails, with magnets. Who knew? 2 people just got the plague in China. Yes, that's the Black Death plague, the bubonic one. And that's a boom. Hope you got something out of the video. We're at the hotel, and we should be in the hot tub, but we're sacrificing that time to bring you the news. And that's a boom. We love you. Be safe.